not learning what to think, you're learning how to think. So you're going to come away with a knowledge of how to implement a particular theory and develop potential policy options for a policymaker to choose from, and that's what will make you valuable when you leave here. So I've always been interested in international affairs, and I'm an active duty Army officer, and sometimes active duty Army officers are picked up for further education, and I was. So that gave me an opportunity to pursue my interest in international relations and national security. After I did a little bit of research, I felt that the Elliott School Security Policy Study Program just was the best fit for me.
In grad school, there's so many different people of different ages and backgrounds. There's students that served in the military or currently serve in the government and are, doing part-time at night. So you get all these different perspectives, which you wouldn't get otherwise.
My second year, I had an opportunity to take a class with Dr. Elliott, Security Challenges in Africa, and I was actually just then beginning to lead a project on Africa security challenges. And so really starting to integrate the academic and practical into my work in real time, I think was also noticed by colleagues too.
In cybersecurity, it's still kind of like a new field, and there's a lot of unknowns, especially in the international community, and I really like how the SPS degree has an international side of things because I'm learning the cyber aspects and the international aspects and how they mesh together, and I think that's really important for influencing cyber policy, especially in the international realm, which is what would be really cool to do in the future.
If you're interested in security, if you're interested in policy development, this is the place to be because you are right next to the Capitol. You're a block and a half away from the White House in this building. When foreign dignitaries come, many times the Elliott School is able to get them to come and give talks, so you will have access to information and people that you would never interact with if you were to go to other universities.
For me, choosing to go and get my master's was like very, very intentional about what I wanted to get out of it and how I was going to apply that, not just kind of in the short term, this is great for my current job, but like, how do I want this to impact my long-term career trajectory? Just from being in the classroom and just kind of being expected to participate, I also increased my participation outside of the classroom as well. So in meetings where I might not have spoken up and we're talking about, the future of the international order, I was like, I have some things to say because I was just in class yesterday, or I just wrote that paper, let me send you that paper. My supervisor was like, you've really kind of stepped up your game. Like, your discourse and the way that you articulate a lot of the problems that we work in has definitely elevated.
Most of the faculty here are actually practitioners. These are people who don't just know the theory, but they are practicing that theory in a real world environment. So they bring a perspective to the classroom that you won't get necessarily from a pure academic.
Being at GW and being in Washington, D.C., you have a lot of opportunities to intern, and GW has a really strong reputation, so going into these places that you want to intern at and having GW on your resume, there's a lot of places that know that as a student in the SPS program, you're of very high caliber, that you're going to do well in the internship.
You're going to be joining a community of people that are hard chargers, sometimes intense, but all really committed to a set of principles and goals that exist outside of the campus. So that's really cool.
I would do it again in a heartbeat. I wouldn't pick anywhere else.